All right. Number 4 is natural business reviews. So I put the word natural here in quotes because there is a difference between getting your mom and your cousins and everybody to leave reviews versus actually doing a great job and getting reviews from customers. Lots of really interesting stats when it comes to uh, people leaving reviews, people engaging with reviews. And basically, at the end of the day, the more reviews you have, the more likely you are to get more leads. Here's an example of a search in St. Louis I think it was for curtains, St. Louis. So we've got budget blinds in the number 1 spot, 50 reviews, 4.8 average. Then we've got a different budget blinds with only 2 reviews. They've got a 5.0 average, but only 2 reviews. And then the curtain exchange with no reviews. So the obvious choice for a user here is going to be to call this first company. We call this social proof. The obvious first choice, the obvious choice here is it looks like most people are happy with this first company. It's probably the one I should call as well. So getting more reviews can literally push you further up in a conversation like this in what we call the Google 3-pack. This is very important, especially for mobile users. Most mobile users are making their decision from this 3-pack and not necessarily scrolling down to the organic rankings. So having a good system in place to request reviews, to get more reviews, and to boost those reviews is very important. Google's done a great job of kind of weeding out the fake reviews. And this is where it becomes important that you've asked your mom and your cousins to leave a review. Google's got really good at knowing what kind of verbiage fake reviews use versus somebody who's really leaving a review because they got your product or service. So they will actually weed out, in some cases, if they think that it was a fake review as well. So not necessarily the best thing to do. Another thing, don't incentivize your clients to leave reviews. So one thing you may not realize is you can't say, hey, leave me a review and I'll give you a $25 Applebee's card or something. That is incentivizing them to leave a review, and it is against Google's terms of service. Now, will Google find out? Probably not, but the official word is don't do it. Don't ask your mom or your cousins, because Google may actually weed those out because they're just getting really smart, quite honestly. So have a system in place that sends out these review requests, and consider leaking to a couple different options. So we tend to always send out a review request to Google first. And sometimes somebody doesn't have a Google account or something. In that case, we will send out a second review request that says, hey, don't have a Google account, leave us a review on Facebook, or leave us a review on Houzz, or leave us a review on Yelp. There are these other platforms out there that still influence your overall rankings, Google being the best and first one that you should ask for. And lastly, check your NAP across locations. NAP stands for name, address, phone number. This should be always the same across every different website that you put your information on, down to the point that if you're at 123 Main Street, that you either always spell out street or you always use ST. Business owner or business name, pretty simple, right? You're not going to use different versions of your business name. It is what it is. But address is typically the one where it gets a little different. People tend to abbreviate things, like Boulevard, either spell it out all the time or use BLVD, but always do it the same. Same for phone number. If you've changed your phone number and didn't update it on all these platforms, you may not be getting credit for having those business directories on those platforms.